Hi guys, it's Veronica. So this is my video for day 4 of the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge, and it's the 5 favorite tarot books of last year. Okay, number 1, Tarot at a Crossroads. Hands down, easily. I finished the book and I turned right around and I'm starting to read it again. So this is very, very interesting. I'm really interested in the psychology of reading, and I'm just going to go through some of the things. This is chapter 9. Okay, so chapter 9 is points in progress. Talks about things like consider beginning with a mini meditation, identifying with or distancing yourself from your client. You bring up a lot of great things here. The not so obvious inner world, a down-to-earth reading of the Lover's card, the here and now, which I love. I try to keep mine present-based. From a judgmental attitude to acceptance and kindness, the slippery matter of ego. The shadow of Sigmund spread, neon arrows, momentum, and energy. That's in chapter 9. And this book has so much practical knowledge in it. And I just absolutely love it. But I've talked about it before and other people have talked about it. So there's book number 1. Book number 2 is a throwback. I got out my 78 Degrees of Wisdom. I was so completely isolated for so long. And Rachel Pollack and Mary Kay Greer, I mean, they were my teachers. And at Reader's Studio, Rachel Pollack and Robert Place are doing one of the late night classes is theirs, and I can't wait. I'm probably gonna bawl though when I see her. So you can't even see the highlights. It's so old that I can't even you know it's old when your highlights have faded away. So it's just a classic, and it's just so full of goodness. Love Rachel Pollack, and I love this book. So this is my number 2 book. Got that one back out. Number 3, Tarot Experience. I have the Tarot Fundamentals book 1, and I got that on Amazon, but this I did the Kickstarter. And where Tarot Fundamentals, it's basically the basics of tarot, different decks, all this kind of stuff. This one gets into the actual reading, different styles, just the subjects are all over the place. I've only gotten like a 5th of the way, nuts and bolts. It's a big, beautiful book. And not only that, but the content is amazing. I like how it talks about interactiveness with your client, which I like. I like an interactive reading. And the only thing is there are like 10 pages right here, 10 pages that got ripped in shipping that I'm gonna have to tape. It's not enough for me to, want a new book or anything like that. But this is made just like the first one, and it reminds me of, I'm a nerd, it reminds me of the old school books, that we had. Now they do everything on the laptop. But I never wanted to give my school books back at the end of the year. I wanted to keep them. So this is like a big meaty school book, and it's just personal beliefs, what to do when the querent has no questions, dealing with desperation. I mean, they get down into the nitty-gritty of being a reader and the things that you have to, you're gonna face. So it's really great to have it all here and have a reference for it. So I haven't damn near finished reading it at all, but it's number 2. I like it. So number 3 is The Ultimate Guide to Tarot Spreads. Kelly Bear, she was the one that got me on this, and I make my own spreads up on the fly all the time. But it's nice sometimes to look at different spreads and get some ideas. And like Katie Flowers with her Year Ahead, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So what do I have underlined here? Even when it predicts nothing, it reveals secret things and gives the most wise counsel to its querents. That's a quote from Levi. What do I have here? Many readers have upwards of 20 decks. Yeah, some do. So it's a beautiful book, well illustrated. I love the pages, but the content, I mean, there's just tons of spreads. And I like books like this that aren't like the flexible hardbacks. It's not a paperback. It's really durable. It's beautiful. Love and romance. They have all different kinds of subjects, and then it breaks it down to what kind of spreads. So I've been really enjoying that. So that is book, what are we on? Actually, this is book number 4. So the 5th book is the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is a monster of a book, and it's amazing. I've always liked the Deviant Moon. So this goes into, this is part art book, but it goes into the history, when he made the deck, how he made the deck, and really digs into it. And then creating the deck, photographic sources, Boogeyman Island. But here's what I like. So here is the Fool. He goes into, this is a big book to handle like this. He goes into the meanings, upright, reversed, and then you see the history of it, how it came to be, the different stages, and he does that with every single card in the deck. It is the best, most comprehensive guidebook I've seen, I think. I love it. If you love your Deviant Moon deck, then you really, really should get his book. It's a monster, and it's awesome. So those would be my top, those are my top 5. But there are a couple that I have to mention. I'm getting Teresa Reed's tarot coloring book is on its way. But I love those coloring books. So these two I'm going to show. Here's the Eflorescent Tarot. So there's a coloring book now. I love this deck. I have the black and white and color. I like these full page. I'm a big colorer. I even do Sudoku in the big, like, large Sudoku, so I can color it in with color pencils. I use a different color for each number. So there's the Eflorescent. And look at this. Delos Tarot has a coloring book. How cute is that? No, I haven't colored in any yet. But I'm gonna. Probably. I just think it's a really cute book. It's funny how it says the title in English, and then... Okay, and then the last one I'm going to show, this surprised me. Okay, I've shown this guidebook before, the Hexacon. It's an out-of-print deck, and I love the book because it has full-page pictures of the cards in the deck. I'm like, that deck looks so cool. I'm going to get it when they reissue it. And then the rest of the book, it talks about, it's as if this is a guide to a conference. And it's all about this conference and who talked at it, at the conference, and all this kind of stuff. But the reason that I have it out right now is Amazon said the deck's on the way. I had bought it as a pre-order, so I am really excited about looking at that deck because look at these cards. They're just, I mean, they're nuclear, but they're amazing. So, yeah. So those are my honorable mentions. Under 10 minutes, yes. Of course, it was only one day, but so there, Kaja. I did it the under 10ers. Hope you guys are having a great day, night, whatever. This challenge is really fun. I've been having a lot of fun watching everyone's videos. So, again, this month will be pretty interesting. And I will see you tomorrow. Talk to you later. See ya.